What's up, everyone? It's Financial Guardian here. Warren Buffett, known as the Oracle of Omaha, transcends his reputation as an investment magnate. His life is a fascinating dive not only into the fluctuations of charts and financial statements but also into a philosophy of life resonating with modesty and perseverance. Warren Buffett's uniqueness lies not only in his ability to multiply fortunes but in his unique way of approaching life. His frugal approach is not merely an extreme saving strategy but rather a guiding compass for long-term prosperity and personal fulfillment. This approach invites us to explore a set of life habits that go beyond the conventional, turning simplicity into a driving force for lasting success. Warren Buffett remains a beacon of wisdom, demonstrating that true wealth does not only reside in the numbers of a bank account but in integrity, resilience, and a commitment to a life path grounded in solid principles. Stick with us until the end, and discover Warren Buffett's 10 smart frugal life habits that you need to start as soon as possible. Let's go! Number 1. Live below your means. It is a financial mantra echoed by Warren Buffett, who focuses his wealth accumulation strategy not on the unchecked expansion of income but on moderating expenses. This philosophy distills the essence of frugality, financial responsibility, and, fundamentally, the wisdom of investing in future security instead of immediate consumption. By intentionally living within modest limits, regardless of your salary size, you are building a solid foundation for financial independence. This approach is based on the clinical perception that expense control is infinitely more viable than proportional income increases. Warren Buffett advocates creating an economic buffer against unforeseen events and rejects susceptibility to the pressures of an inflated lifestyle. This method not only ensures financial freedom but also instills a sense of strong values and contentment that transcends the digit count in the bank account. Living below your means is, therefore, a conscious choice to prioritize wealth growth over the spectacle of consumption, echoing the maxim that less is more when it comes to long-term financial health. Number 2. Plan your expenses. The maximization of personal wealth begins with a fundamental principle: expense planning. Warren Buffett, with his sharp investment insight, advocates that effective financial strategy stems from careful planning and diligent budget management. This process not only includes the conscious consideration of recurring expenses but also a projection for the future, anticipating costs and intentionally saving. By allocating time monthly to adjust the budget, you are not only avoiding financial burdens but also setting the course to achieve long-term goals. Planning becomes the tool by which control is maintained, allowing differentiation between passing desires and genuine needs, prioritizing investment over spending, sustainability over extravagance. Number 3. Pay off your debts. Paying off your debts is a critical step toward financial freedom, and Warren Buffett, as a compass for wealth accumulation, emphasizes the imperative nature of this action by stating that debts are the death of investment. This principle translates the reality that financial obligations suck vital resources that could be fruitful in productive investments. Thus, settling debts quickly is not just a matter of immediate relief but also a long-term strategy. Debt repayment should be a priority in financial allocation, as each eliminated liability is a step toward economic self-sufficiency. The money previously directed to interest payments can now be redirected to building an investment portfolio and leveraging the construction of a solid wealth. Number 4. Invest your money. Early investment is at the core of Warren Buffett's philosophy on wealth building. He proclaims that time is the investor's friend, encapsulating a fundamental principle of financial markets: the power of compound interest. Starting early allows your savings to benefit from exponential growth over time, transforming modest investments into significant sums through reinvestment of earnings. Investing is, therefore, a commitment to your financial future. The act of allocating resources calculatedly, diversely, and persistently over time is a demonstration of rigor and strategic vision. Following Buffett's logic, by choosing to invest early and consistently, you are setting up your resources to work in your favor, laying the groundwork for a future of security and financial prosperity. Number 5. Avoid unnecessary debts. Warren Buffett, with his notorious financial wisdom, compares debts to a heavy burden that one should avoid, especially those incurred for the acquisition of rapidly depreciating consumer goods. This perspective urges us to consider the lasting impact of debts on financial well-being. Accumulating debts through credit cards and loans may be tempting due to the instant gratification they provide. Avoiding superfluous debts is a prudent strategy. It means buying based on real needs and the ability to pay, prioritizing expenses that add value and generate long-term returns. By rejecting the inclination toward financed consumption, economic freedom is preserved, creating a healthier fiscal space to invest and save. Number 6. Buy quality products that last. Warren Buffett, in his pragmatic approach to consumption, emphasizes the importance of acquiring superior quality goods. He articulates this philosophy through the maxim, "It's better to buy a good thing once than a bad thing twice." Translated into everyday practices, it means prioritizing durability and performance over being lured by low-cost offers of dubious quality. Opting for high-quality products with an extended life cycle is, in reality, a form of investment. In the short term, the choice may seem costly, but the longevity and reliability of the product ultimately result in savings by avoiding frequent replacements and costly repairs. This approach also reflects environmental responsibility, as it reduces waste and resource consumption. Number 7. Cook at home often. Warren Buffett identifies dining out as a luxury. With this, he suggests the prudence of incorporating the habit of cooking at home into our routine. This practice not only manifests an economic approach to daily budgeting but can also prove to be a revitalizing and enriching activity. By preparing meals at home, we control the ingredients and the cooking process, benefiting our health and well-being. The savings generated by avoiding the high cost of restaurants can be redirected toward more robust finances. Imagine the cumulative impact of regularly dining out versus the cost of buying and preparing food at home. The difference in the long run is substantial. Investing time in the kitchen can expand culinary skills and promote moments of sharing with family and friends. Additionally, the practice of preparing one's meals aligns with a sustainable lifestyle by reducing waste. Number 8. Avoid impulsive purchases. Warren Buffett warns against one of the most common temptations we encounter, impulsive shopping. He identifies these sudden decisions to spend on non-essential items as financial traps, capable of significantly diverting an individual from their course of stability and economic growth. A pause to consider the real need and long-term value of a purchase can prevent unnecessary spending and later regrets. By deliberating, we reserve time to research, compare, and assess whether the purchase aligns with our financial goals and real needs. Prevention against impulse consumption involves creating a solid budget, where expenses are planned and emergencies are anticipated. Number 9. Value your time. Warren Buffett highlights time as a more valuable asset than money. His maxim, "Time is more valuable than money," invites deep reflection on how we spend this irreplaceable resource. Unlike money, which can be earned, saved, and invested, time, once passed, is lost forever. Valuing time implies prioritizing tasks and activities that align with personal and professional goals. It means recognizing that each moment is an opportunity to invest in actions that promote growth, satisfaction, and well-being. This not only optimizes productivity but also enhances the quality of life. Number 10. Be happy with what you have. Warren Buffett emphasizes a fundamental principle that transcends finance: happiness is the key to success. This perspective urges us to value contentment and gratitude for current possessions and circumstances, instead of incessantly seeking satisfaction and acquiring more material goods. With this approach, Warren Buffett instructs us to reflect on what truly matters. Being happy with what we have does not mean complacency or lack of ambition, but rather the acknowledgement and appreciation of what has already been achieved. By focusing on our own journey, instead of coveting what others possess, we can lead a more peaceful life and make wiser financial decisions. Unbridled consumerism often masks an emptiness that material possessions cannot fill. In contrast, valuing relationships, experiences, and personal growth can generate a wealth of well-being that does not depreciate over time. Warren Buffett's frugal life habits constitute a manual for those who wish to achieve not only financial success but also a state of contentment and simple satisfaction with life. Despite focusing on the individual merits of these habits, their true value emerges when interconnected, functioning as a holistic system where each practice reinforces the other. Their outward simplicity reveals deep wisdom, influencing not only how we manage our money but also how we live our lives. True wealth, following these principles, emerges not from what we own but from how we choose to live. Thus, by adopting these habits, we are not only seeking financial solidity but also moving toward an existence of higher quality, balance, and well-being. And so, I invite you to embark on this journey of financial discoveries and transformations with me, here on the Financial Guardian channel. Subscribe, activate notifications, and let's traverse together the path toward financial success. See you in the next video.